EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From beautiful Pebble Beach, California, it's live second-round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Well, let's face it, Mother Nature's just showing off this week. Pebble Beach, one of the crown jewels of American sport in all its glory. As we look at the Friday leaderboard, Shane Lowry is on top. He's currently at 8 under. As for our featured golfer, that current score is right on the number right now in terms of making the cut and playing the weekend. So let's get out to the course as we pick up the action starting at the par 4 11. All right, in the fairway. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. Good soft hands. That is nicely done. A good opportunity lost there. Yeah, came out of that one quickly. That was never on mine. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. And she's going to drop to 1 under par. First par 3 now on the backside. Frank, this is sort of the forgotten hole, the 12th, 202 yards.
It is. It's in the corner of the golf course. If you look at the right side of the screen, it's very narrow, but that's actually the entry or the gateway. And the reason why I say that, that's the full width of the putting surface. If you're going to take the bunker on, you've got to carry the ball another 8 or 9 yards. But one thing in your favor is this hole plays 10 yards downhill.
Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Yeah, that'll do nicely. Just beyond the hole. Super job there out of the bunker. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And she'll remain at 1 under par. Here we are at Pebble's 13th 401-yard par 4 that some consider a bit of a breather on the course. Birdie is definitely a possibility here. The 13th here at Pebble Beach is sort of a forgotten hole. It's only 401 yards of par 4, but I promise you'll remember it if you make a birdie here, and you'll have a good chance if you put it in the correct position off the tee. We'll remind you that coming up next week, we move from the serenity of the Pacific Ocean here at Pebble Beach to a scene that will be anything but calm. That is the Waste Management Phoenix Open down at TPC Scottsdale. Frank, I always think different venues, sort of different soundtracks. Pebble is crashing waves with Argyle sweaters. The Waste Management Phoenix Open, it's like a nightclub in Prague at about 2 in the morning.
And I've been to Prague too, yeah. He changed his routine. He would get Bruce to go ahead to the tee, all those people around him, he'd just say, give me the club and hit it. That was the one time he broke tradition. It's absolute frenzy at Scottsdale.
Okay, that's acceptable there. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. That's going to move her score to 2 under par. Frank, the 14th hole, par 5, it is one of the most difficult par 5s in championship golf, isn't it?
It certainly is, Rich. Not just because of the length of the hole, 570 plus yards, but reachable only really by the longest hitters in the right conditions. But it's the third shot. I've got to rank the third shot as probably the hardest short wedge shot, right up there with the 15th hole at Augusta.
Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. And that's where you need to be, back into the fairway on this par 5. Frank, it's just a short shot here, this third to the par 5 14th. What makes it so daunting?
Well, you look at the size of the green, Rich, and you would think it's a pretty big target, but then look closely. The flat area on the green, I've got to say, is really 4 yards by 4 yards. And that's it. If you go beyond that, you're in trouble. So you have to be so precise. And on top of that, you can't see the bottom of the flag. You're going a little bit uphill, so there's a little bit of doubt. It's tough shot.
Going to have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. Yeah, that's going to be just okay. Might have been a little worried about not getting it out, and instead this is going to leave a tough putt coming up. 14 feet to the hole. Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And she's going to drop to 2 under par. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows, if you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number, see what happens.
Exactly.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From perpetually sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, it's live opening round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is called the People's Open. Enthusiastic crowds have been the norm. 700,000 fans expected through the turnstiles this week as we check the early leaderboard. And the leader is Billy Horschel. He's on the move early at 5 under par. Let's get into the action as we pick things up at the par 3 7th. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Side of the hill now, this for her birdie. Ah, yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. This is a good hole right here. The par 4 8th at 475 yards, a slight dogleg to the left. This is where you want to hit that sweeper. If you have that in your bag, get a little extra roll on that hooking tee shot from there, you'll have a chance to make a birdie. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony, and a great result in the fairway.
Well, perfect drive, great position, and a good chance, really, to attack this flag. That second shot's going to be somewhere between 90 and 100 yards. It's just a touch too long. I mean, personally, I'd rather it be putting back up the hill than coming down. It's pretty quick.
We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And this is a putt pros practice for hours, slightly uphill and dead straight.
Yes, getting hot here just before the turn. That's birdies now at 7 and 8. Here at the par 4 9th hole. Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's one bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Now, we've seen folks hang that putt out to the right. It does not move as much as you'd think, and that goes on by. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that will not help the cause. This 10th hole is really all about strategy and good decision making. It's a hard dogleg to the right and you have a couple of options. You can cut the corner with a driver, but then you're contending with a small bunker and some trees if you miss-hit it. Or you can go with a fairway wood, but if you're offline, well, then you bring the bunkers on both sides into play.
Well, that one's finished in the first cut. It's going to be a little bit harder to spin it from there with a little bit of grass around the ball, but still not too bad.
That is absolutely fine. This only about 5 feet for birdie. Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. Moving on to the 11th hole, Frank, water all along the left side, 472 yards. How do you handle this one?
Well, this one's weird because the tees are a little off-center. They start down the right side, which makes it into a dogleg. And you mentioned the water. It always comes into play. And there are 0 fairway bunkers. You don't need them here at 11 because really it's all about the tee shot. Find the fairway, then even though it's a long par 4, you should be able to at least attack that green safely. Miss the fairway to the right, which is the barrel outside, and your problems are just starting.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Second shot now from right at 100 yards.
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Down to Iona, this for birdie.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Frank, that's just a really good putt right there.
Yeah, that's why you call lag putting. You get outside a certain distance, and really your mind has to be about two putting and not trying to be a hero.
So that brushed in for par here at 11, and she's going to stay at -3. Arriving now at the beautiful 192-yard par 3 12th, featuring a peninsula green with water hugging the right side and 2 deep bunkers protecting the left. Okay, just a little right of the flag on the front portion of this green and a birdie putt coming up. This now for birdie at 12.
And if you've ever used the putting mat as a holiday gift, this is the putt, slightly up a hill and dead straight.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. That one finished off. It's in for par. And she's going to hold on at 5 under. Final look at the opening round leaderboard. It shows our featured golfer just 2 back at day's end.
Makes that second round even more important, Rich. Don't want to get too adrift come moving day.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Sonoran Desert and always entertaining TPC Scottsdale, it's live second-round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is known as the greatest show on grass, and it has lived up to that moniker through the first couple of rounds as we take a look at the Friday leaderboard. We're looking at a tie at the top at 7 under par. We'll get out to the action here as we pick things up on the par 4 6th hole. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. This is an 11-foot putt. Nope. Safely in for par here at the 6th. This will stay a one-shot lead. This 215-yard 7th is the longest par 3 at TPC Scottsdale. The challenge here is that there's a false front there, so if you don't take enough club, you can come back off short of the green. And if you're left, you'll end up in that big bunker, which is guarding the putting surface. Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. Well, Iona's had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. Oh, she's not going to like that one. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And she's going to fall out of the top spot and wind up one shot back. Up next, the 475-yard par 4 8th. It's a slight dog leg left. Ideally, you want to shape a right to left shot to catch a downslope on the fairway. But watch out for the 2 bunkers on the left. Par from there would be a big ask. PGA Tour moves back to California next week. We'll be at Hogan's Alley in Riviera Country Club just west of Los Angeles for the Genesis Invitational. Frank, we go from hysteria to history.
Oh, you do, yeah. Humphrey Bogart's tree on the left side of the 12th hole is still there, and it's still a feature. A huge sycamore tree there that kicks the odd ball away from the green. It's good. The whole golf course is in a sort of a bowl, so you get these swirling winds. I know they've tried to renovate the golf course over the last few years. It's actually made the fairways a little wider, but another straight-up test. I mean, the West Coast swing, you really have to bring your game.
This one has a chance to be close.
Oh, this looks like a bounce back here. Bogey at the previous hole, and this is nearly a guaranteed birdie.
Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. And she'll get it to 7 under. Well, the key here at the par 4 9th as you close out this front side with the 453-yard hole is to keep it away from those 2 bunkers down the right-hand side. If you do that, then you have a pretty clear approach shot. And keep in mind, there is a ridge that sort of bisects the middle of this green. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well.
Eyes.
So the birdie not to be, and she'll brush that in for her par. So will this be the week that our featured golfer claims that first ever title? Frank, it's looking promising through 36 holes.
It is, and to just make that
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. On one of the zaniest days on the tour calendar, live Saturday third round coverage of the one and only WM Phoenix Open. How about the fans out at 7 a.m. sharp today, making that mad dash across the grounds to get that coveted spot at number 16? As we take a look at the Saturday leaderboard. A winner here in Scottsdale in 2022, Scotty Scheffler is the leader. He currently sits at 12 under par. Time to get out to the action on the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 14th.
now it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
Second shot now from just a foot or two off the fairway. And this is looking really good.
Now it's a decent sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
10-foot putt left. Oh, missed it right. Just didn't have the right line. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And she'll stay 3 shots off the lead. All right, Frank, now the fun begins. We are teed up at the par 5 15th hole. Plenty to talk about here.
Yeah, the fairway down the left side is anything other than straight. It's more like a shipwreck, the raggedness of it. And that water in play, well, if you do find one on the fairway, you can sort of always wave across to the people that are walking down the 11th hole. Find the fairway, you can reach this par 5 and 2. A little bit of an island-looking green there, bunker on the left, and also another bunker just short right. But a fairway missed here. Well, you can rack up 5, 6, 7. You've seen all sorts of scores here at 15.
Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Well, here we are at the 16th hole, looking at just over 160 yards. Doesn't seem all that daunting, Frank. But 160 yards with 20,000 people, horned into a little stadium in the desert, that makes it a different story.
It certainly is. This was one hole, too, where Tom Watson would send his caddy forward. He would stay back by 15. His caddy would get his yardage. Watson would simply walk on the tee. His caddy would give him the club. He would not go through his normal routine. He would simply just head away. It was one hole that he never wanted to think about. It might look simple, but it's what the player feels.
That one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now, from the apron, a second to the par 3. Just 5 feet left. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and she'll remain one shot off the lead. Now to the 17th, and Frank, fair to say this is one of the best short par 4s in all of golf?
It is. The drivable par 4 that's designed the way it's meant to be played is a winner. The ones that are just shortened to be made drivable, they don't work. This was designed to be a 17th hole, and it was designed to be drivable. You couldn't get a better place, and you couldn't get a better par 4.
Goodness, that is on in one. Wow, what an incredible shot. One eagle on the card already. This for a second. Yes, a great putt there following the monster drive, and it's an eagle 2 here at the par 4. We finish our day here at TPC Scottsdale with a 442-yard par 4 18. Strategy off the tee is key. Challenge the lake on the left and cut the corner of the Church Pew bunkers, or play it safely down the right side of the fairway. Nothing to fault there. Safety in the fairway. Second shot. Good look at the green. This going to wind up on the fringe and not particularly close either. Bit of a misstep there from a pretty good number. So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. That will be a third straight round in the 60s. So our featured golfer likely going to be doing a little tossing and turning tonight, working with a 54-hole lead and looking for that first PGA Tour win. Frank, dial it back a few years. EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the base of the McDowell Mountains and TPC Scottsdale, live final round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. Here in the Valley of the Sun, the temperatures are up, the scores are down as we take a look at the leaderboard on this Sunday. A winner here in Scottsdale in 2022, Scotty Scheffler is the leader. He's currently at 16 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer right there to begin this Sunday, currently just one shot off the lead. So let's get out and pick up the action as we head to the tee at the par 5 15. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. Okay, that worked out really well. Not quite on the green, but certainly in a spot where you can make a birdie. So an ideal spot right here, just off the green, a makeable chance at eagle. Eight feet now for birdie. Yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And she'll get it to 16 under par. Here we are at the famed 163-yard par 3 16th at TPC Scottsdale with the McDowell Mountains in the distance and the most boisterous gallery in golf looking on. This is a test like no other on tour. This one looks right on point. Yep, pretty safe there. That won't get this crowd into a frenzy, but it is safely on deck. 11 feet away. Now this round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And with that, she's going to surge into the lead. Well, these short, drivable par 4s are all the rage in golf, but the designers here at TPC Scottsdale, Jay Morrish and Tom Weiskopf, were really ahead of the curve. This was one of the first, and it still remains one of the best short par fours in the game, all about risk and reward. Very important drive right there, holding a one-shot lead. This is a good one in the fairway at 17.
I'm loving this round of golf. More shots, more touch. Another great one there.
How about the run here? Got a third consecutive birdie. And that could prove to be a big one as she ups her lead to 2 shots. What an outstanding finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. Not overly long, but it is challenging. At 442 yards, this par 4 is all about strategy. You can challenge the lake on the left if you're one of the bigger hitters. Cut the corner of the church pew bunkers. That leaves you with just a flip wedge in. Or you can take the safe route. Just go down the right side of the fairway. One out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. And a good approach shot could just about seal it. Nothing to it. Very well judged there. Chance now for another birdie. Oh, how important could that turn out to be? It's a birdie here at 18, and now the lead is 2 strokes as we wait to see what happens with a golfer still out on the course. Well, Frank, I guess we can say, hello world. It is a Sunday to remember our featured player, a champion for the very first time.
Let the celebrations ring in, that's for sure, and let the career fully ignite and start and go stratospheric.
So, for Frank Nobilo, notably gay the third, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From historic Riviera Country Club in Pacific Palisades, we bring you opening round coverage of the Genesis Invitational. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. Our leader is the former Georgia Bulldog, Keith Mitchell. He's on the move early at 5 under par. So let's get out to the course, already deep into the round as we head to the tee on the par 4 15th. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Well, she's looking at 127 yards to the flagstick. Pin tucked in the front left-hand portion of the green today.
I'm not quite sure of that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
17-foot putt here. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and she's going to hold on here at even par. On now to the 16th at 166 yards. It's the smallest green on the course, but the difficulties don't end there. It's also surrounded by 3 deep and large bunkers. Plus, that tree left of the tee box can get you if you're not careful. A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. Here we go. This one for birdie. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and she'll remain at even par. We make our final turn back up toward the clubhouse as we come to the 590-yard par 5 17. Getting on here in 2 is no sure thing, especially given all the bunkers that pop up along the way. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Doesn't look like a lot of movement to this one. It's for eagle. The speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down. Nicely done. The birdie finished off here at 17. Such a unique closing hole, the 18th here at Riviera at 475 yards. You're asked to hit your tee shot onto a 30-foot rise. It features hillside to the left and gully to the right. From there, it is a tough approach into the amphitheater green. Some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Looking great here at 111 left to the hole. Coming off a birdie on the previous, looking for 2 in a row. This is the sand wedge. Has gotten a lot of this one, and it's going to be just a fraction long.
She got a great swing. I really like that golf swing. I love that shot too. Inside 10 feet.
7 feet now for birdie. You are not on your last putt of the round. That is cruel. So a bit of a letdown here at 18, but it is a par, and that will be an opening round of 1 under 71. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day 1.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though, or hit the reset.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From fabled Riviera Country Club just west of Los Angeles, it's live second-round coverage of the Genesis Invitational. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Our leader is the former Georgia Bulldog, Keith Mitchell. He's currently at 5 under. We get into the action here starting at the par 3 fourth. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. This going to be her second shot now at the par 3. From scenic Lighthouse Point here on the rugged coast of Maine, this is EA Sports' continuing coverage of the world of golf. Hello again and welcome. I'm Rich Lerner. We will check in with Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we move along, but I'm pleased, as always, to be joined in the 18th tower by a man who won 15 times around the world, Frank Nobilo. And Frank, looking forward to what should be a fun afternoon of golf.
Yeah, very much so, Rich. When you've waited all morning, those afternoon rounds are a little special, aren't they? I'm really looking, though, for today to see if they come out of the gates nice and quick. That's for sure. I know the finish here is always important, but get out of the gates quick and then see if you can finish the job this afternoon.
Now, from the host of the 2022 United States Open Championship, the Country Club at Brookline, just outside of Boston, Massachusetts, this is EA Sports coverage of the world of golf. It was the European squad that came out roaring on day one, and they've jumped out to a 5.5 to 2.5 lead over the Americans as we get the morning session underway here on this fine Saturday. this to save the hole for the Americans. Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
So the short miss, and those are painful. And that one not on the green, but not a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. "21 feet from pay dirt." Nope, that needed a little more roll, maybe even a lot more. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And this is a putt players love to see, uphill, slightly right to left.
Oh no, that never had a chance. Americans need this to tie the hole. So that brushed in for a par here at 11. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And that's going to write an end to this one for the Europeans. It'll finish a 4-2 victory for Team USA. So after day one belonged to the Europeans, this a measure of revenge for the EA Sports coverage of PGA Tour golf brings us to the home of the President's Cup in 2022 and future home of the PGA Championship in 2025 as we're at Quail Hollow here in suburban Charlotte. Alongside Frank Novelo, I'm Rich Lerner, and partner, you and I have called a lot of rounds of golf through the years. I know there's always something that piques your interest. How about today?
Rich, every day brings you a chance to do something special. And when we get to sit in this perch, that's what I look for. And I don't want to see the head going down. I want to see that
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
chip shots, you've got to be so precise. You see all the contours of the green. Just needed a few more feet out of that one.
Maybe gave that one a little too much credit and it missed on the high side. So she will finish that for her bogey here at the first, and it is a +1 start to her round.
Now to the second hole, the par 4, and Frank, what's in store for the players?
Opposite shaped hole to the opening hole. This one dog legs to the left, and those enormous oak trees have really become a problem with the tee shots. No use trying to go over them or around them. Just follow the fairway and play your second shot back uphill. There's no way that ball could have gone through the tree, but somehow it did. It's finished up actually all right.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay the third.
118 left to the hole, coming off a bogey on the previous hole. Got to get it back here.
That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
Close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par. Well, from the tee, you can see plainly what you need to do, or in this case, not do. You don't want to hit it in that fairway bunker in the landing zone here at this 483-yard hole. It is the par 4 third. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. Frank, what's the best way to get at this hole location on the approach at the third?
Second shot plays a little bit uphill, plus that general slope from left to right.
Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short. Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. Oh, that's marvelous right there. Let that club slide right through the sand, and that might very well limit the damage here. Two over for the day. Interesting for the 2017 PGA Championship. This fourth hole was brand new. How'd they do, Frank?
Not bad, to be honest. Rich, Tom Fazio came in, did all this marvellous work, found a little area over here where the players start to sort of turn around and play the very, very next hole. And this par 3 just sort of sits out there in front of you with not much around it. But it is quite deceptive. Those 3 bunkers in front, you have to be respectful of wind and carry.
Now a second to this par 3. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. Here's another really good par 4, 449-yard fifth, and what's crucial here is to split those two bunkers guarding the landing area right at the dogleg to the right. If you're able to do that, good chance to make a birdie. Frank, this looks like a green light special. Second shot here to the par 5 fifth.
Yeah, the only place the player doesn't want to go is left and long. Front bunkers aren't bad, but something high and soft and landing more in the middle of the green would work out.
Going to have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par.
Now to the longest par 3 of the golf course. It is the 6th, 249 yards. Does play downhill. Frank, 3's a good score here.
It is. I know that green looks quite big, protected by the bunker in front as well as the one over the back of the green. But often what happens is once you come out of those shooter trees and start to go on the downhill portion of this hole, you can actually get some cross breezes that just sort of blow through across the top of the green. And often that takes the ball out of the sky and it can easily come up short.
That is highly skilled right there. Just held it off against that breeze. Beautifully done. 9 feet remaining here for birdie. Oh. So the birdie not to be, and she'll brush that in for her par. All right, so coming off that tough 249-yard par 3 sixth, get a chance to maybe get one back at the reachable 7th. It's a par 5 at 546 yards. Oh, that is squeezing every inch of distance out of the golf swing. That was as powerful as you're going to see. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Very nearly an eagle. It was judged beautifully. The speed was perfect. It just didn't go down. Yep, we'll take those all day, every day. Just a short putt there, and it is in for her birdie.
Interesting part of the golf course, the long 3 and then the short 5 and now a short par 4. How gettable is this one, Frank?
I think you need your Sunday best, Rich, maybe a little bit of help. But even the strategy of laying up here is quite interesting. The 2 bunkers on the left, well staggered, and that big gaping bunker in the front right of the green. It's really how well you're swinging. I'd give it a crack. Take the head cover off.
Oh, this is going to be way down there. So after a tee shot leaves her just short of this green, this a chance to maybe run one in for eagle. Now a side hill putt for her birdie. No, that's going to miss right, and a good opportunity goes by the wayside. Oh. Slipping just a bit, another bogey, and now 2 over par. From a drivable par 4 to a long par 4, we finish the outward 9 with a 505-yard 9. Avoid the fairway bunker on the right, and you'll have a good look at a green flanked by 2 bunkers. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Wasn't right down the middle, but it wasn't bad at all. Coming at this second shot from the right side of the fairway. Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot. The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
This one measures out to 24 feet.
That's going to wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. So she'll tap that in for her bogey here at the 9th. And that's going to mean this is a 3 over 38 here on this front side.
Start of the inward 9. It is the long par 5 10th. It is not quite at 600 yards, but it's close, Frank, and it's a good hole.
It is. Fortunately, it plays a little downhill. So as long as you avoid that bunker on the left side, you might be able to chase that second shot on the green. Everything just funnels away.
Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. That was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. That worked out really well, landing just short, gets that little bump onto the green, and now maybe a huge bump on the scorecard, Frank, if this putt goes down for an eagle.
Well worked out second shot, Rich. You could not fly that ball on the green and expect it to finish up on that front third.
That would have been a good one to convert on. Instead, that'll be left for birdie. Okay, little 2-footer for birdie, not a problem. And that was well played. Next up, the 462-yard par 4 11th, slight dogleg to the left. Carry the corner to avoid the bunker at the elbow. And he'll have a great look at the green. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Not sure what happened there. Wrong club selection? Poor execution? Regardless, a lot of meat still on that bone. Yeah, that was going to be tough to fly that all the way to the hole out of the bunker, and this is going to come up a good bit short. 13 feet away. That one just going to sneak on by.
3 over for the day.
Par 4 12th hole is pretty to look at, but you can't stare at it too long, Frank, because it demands all of your attention.
Very much a corridor of a par 4 down there. I don't think you have to hit driver down here. You see a lot of players in the tournament, they'll only hit 3-wood, just find the fairway. Ball will kick a little bit to the right. The reason why you don't want to miss this fairway or mess with the trees is because this green is built.
That is so well done, just generating so much torque through the swing, high launch angle. That was just about perfect. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. Great shot there, and a chance to get back on track after that one. Yeah, that's nicely done. Good playing there as she finishes off her birdie. Up next, the first par 3 on the backside here at Quail Hollow. 208-yard 13th. Carry the bunker front left, and a chance at birdie is yours. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. Yep, good solid stroke there and a nifty up and down out of the green side bunker. Here's another chance to be a hero. It's a par 4 and it's just under 350 yards. Give it some thought. You're feeling limber. You're launching them a long ways. Have at this par 4. Really took a lot on with that drive, but this is going to wind up in the bunker. That wind's moving pretty good left to right. No question, it helped push that ball into the bunker. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
8-foot putt here.
Nah, missed it left. That's a letdown. So close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par.
15th hole, the par 5 is 577 yards and a chance here to really turn the momentum in your favor.
You're right, Rich. Very much a swing hole because eagles are in play, 6s and 7s are also in play. Requires a long tee shot. You could say that on any par 5, but a long one downhill is going to go even further. And then if you've got the ability to hit your second shot very, very high, if you can do that, you can carry the...
breeze. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot. Par 5's normally the easiest holes to birdie. It's a little bit of a waste unless you can come up with something that was genius of a putt.
So the birdie not to be, and she'll brush that in for her par. It is one of the more famous stretches, or should I say infamous stretches in golf. It depends on how you play it. We start at the 16th hole, 16, 17, and 18. They call it the Green Mile, and it begins with the 506-yard par 4 16. Oh, a miss there. That is way right.
Those trees are like brick walls today. Hit that and went straight down into the rough.
So from the rough, down the Noda.
145 yards left, sitting in the front left hole location. Sand wedge takes flight, and I don't think it's going to carry.
Ooh, that's where the wayward previous shot will cost you. Failed to reach the green from the rough, and now it's time to scramble. Not going to be easy.
Job was made harder by the second shot coming up short, but excellent use of the flop shot and a chance to escape with a par.
Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par.
So much can happen here at the 17th, par 3, 223 yards. This is where tournaments are won or lost, and it's also the signature hole here at Quail Hollow. What do you think of it, Frank?
It's tough, Rich. It really is, because you have to make a decision. It plays about half a club downhill. That's 5 yards. And then the tendency is to try and aim it too straight, or in layman's term, try and hit too good a shot. Please, just aim a little to the right. Put another yard or two on your tee shot to the right side. Just respect that. And then you'll have an outside chance of making 2. You will gain on the field. I promise you.
Okay, center of the green. Good shot.
15 feet away.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. So close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par. Our day at beautiful Quail Hollow ends with a 494-yard par 4 18th. Downhill tee shot is framed with a nasty bunker on the right and a stream on the left side. The uphill second shot can still land in the stream on the left, so delicacy is required. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
We're looking at 123 yards to the flag, and that wind is herring from left to right, so you need to factor that in as you start this ball.
Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short.
Everybody goes to the range and they all want to hit 300-yard short shots. But those little chip shots are just as important.
Right on the precipice of going down. I do believe it's going to stay out. Okay, so it's a disappointing bogey 5 here at 18. And that will wrap up a round of 74, 3 over par. Frank, once again, we saw a lot of outstanding golf here at Quail Hollow.
And we saw why this is such a great driver's course, Rick.
From Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, this is EA Sports' continuing coverage of the world of golf. Rich Lerner, so pleased to be joined by Frank Novelo. And Frank, the setting here at Augusta National, as always, is ideal. You could just sort of sit and watch and soak it all in. But you have to get out there and play. So what are the keys to being successful here?
Getting used to the uphill and downhill lies. And you see that on what is regarded really as the most perfect par 5 ever created. That's 13. Because if you hit a nice tee shot, you're going to go for that green across the tributary of Rays Creek, then you better used to be having the ball above your feet. And of course, then you get to 16, and I'm going to steal a line, from the great Vern Lundquist. Yes, sir. And yes, sir, you know you're playing a beauty.
Well, that is right and way offline. And that, fortunately, not in the big bunker, but it is into the second cut to get this round started. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
And she's looking at a nice even 130 yards to the hole. Pin in the back right portion of this green.
Nah, just caught. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From fabled Riviera Country Club just west of Los Angeles, it's live second-round coverage of the Genesis Invitational. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Our leader is the former Georgia Bulldog, Keith Mitchell. He's currently at 5 under. We get into the action here starting at the par 3 fourth. Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, Rich, this is one definitely to take a run at. Not much movement or slope to speak of at all.
Oh, that nearly went in. That's a touch of class right there. Very good effort. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And she'll stay at 1 over. You can see here at the par 4 fifth, there's a lot going on. It is one of the most interesting holes at Riviera, that canyon wall and out of bounds on the right. Then you have the trees down the left. But what really makes this hole distinctive is that grass mound cutting into the fairway just short of the green. That will do just fine. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And her score is going to stay right where it is. You don't see this too often, do you? A bunker cut directly into the green. And usually bunkers are in front or guarding the right or left side. This one's smack in the center. It is one of the most unusual holes in all of golf. 169 yards, the par 3 6th here at Riviera. Oh, a sigh of relief there. This tee shot avoids the bunker in the middle of the green, and it leaves a direct look here at birdie. A reminder, coming up next week, we start the Florida swing with a stop at the Wetlands for the Florida Classic. Then it is on to Bay Hill for the Arnold Palmer Invitational, leading up to that unofficial 5th major, the Players at TPC Sawgrass.
And a welcome back to Bermuda grass, Rich. It's a totally different animal.
Here's another hole that is distinctly Riviera. 408 yards of par 4, but you have that giant bunker going all the way down the left side and then the barranca on the right. The fairway closes in, pinches at about the 270-yard mark, so with all that's going on and as narrow as it gets, you have to hit it straight off the tee here. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker. So this one going to have to carry a long way.
You showed me you could hit it a long way off the tee, but you also showed me you are not very good out of bunkers.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And she's going to hold on here at even par. The surprises don't stop here on Riviera's front side as we come to the 433-yard par 4-8. One of course designer George C. Thomas's all-time favorites. A split fairway is the unique feature here. Like many holes, this one forces you to really have a strategy. Solid, good drive in the fairway. Yeah, that's a good shot. Decided to go for the right side fairway, and that's in good shape. Second shot, good look at the green. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
This from 7 feet. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and she'll remain at even par. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows, if you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number, see what happens.
Exactly. There's such a fine line, Rich, between playing well and sort of not struggling, but just mediocre.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From one of the all-timers in the world of golf, Riviera Country Club in Southern California, it's third-round coverage of the Genesis Invitational. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. We've got a tie at the top at 6 under par. Let's get out to the play as we pick things up at the par 4 7. All right, that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
He does have a bit of an incline to navigate, but other than that, this shouldn't move much at all.
Oh, yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. That's going to move her score to 2 under par. Well, great design. And Riviera, everyone agrees, is one of the best designs in the world. Great design makes you think. It gives you options. So, what do you do here at this 433-yard par 4 8th? You got to go left side or right side. Take your pick. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Yeah, playing for this right side fairway, and that is right where you want to be.
Well, she should be happy with that shot. Good chance for birdie, inside 20 feet.
And the computer dials this one up at 26 feet. Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. Today, from the teeth of the dog course at the seaside Casa de Campo Resort in the Dominican Republic, this is EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. Rich Lerner joined up in the booth by Frank Nobilo. Frank, there's nothing like it early tee time to get the adrenaline flowing.
And also, too, the golf course is perfect. Less divots. You don't see any sort of marks on the green. Greens are going to cut beautifully. There's also, the course is a little bit softer. It's got the moisture from overnight. And also, when they've cut the golf course, there's that really green, fresh smell, like it's brand new.
We'll only be attacking the par 5s here today, so our first test comes at hole number 3.
Now, that was 50-50 off the tee. Rough, fairway. I guess it was more than 50-50. Fairway's fine.
Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5. This one has a chance to be close. That one was running so hot. Okay, little 2-footer for birdie, not a problem, and that was well played. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Oh, yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Yeah, that will get a little bit of run. That will be just fine. That's a nice shot right there. Landed just short, released onto the green, and now a chance for an eagle 3. Oh, that hit the flagstick. This one just about straight at it for eagle. Oh, yeah, what a 3 that was. It's an eagle here at the 11th. And this has started a little to her left. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. Had half the equation on that shot, the distance. Not quite the accuracy. Missed it. Hair to the right.
Yeah, not quite a foul ball. Kept it in the ballpark, and, well, let's see how good you can chip.
Cut off the eagle. This for birdie. Okay, good work from off the green, and that's how you walk away with a birdie here at the par 5. So, Frank, another round in the books, and that was an entertaining day at the golf course.
Rich, I still can't believe they pay us to do
Now, from the southern coast of the Dominican Republic, EA Sports brings you the world of golf from the scenic Teeth of the Dog course at the Casa de Campo Resort. With Frank Navalo by my side, I'm Rich Lerner. Frank, as weekend golfers know, there's always part of your game that you're focused on. So I'll ask the question, what are you going to be looking at here today?
Tee to green. Rich, I know people always say putting's important. I'm not going to say it's overrated, but tee to green. If you want to play good golf day in, day out, fairways greens. That's the secret.
So we'll pick up the action on the tee at the par 5 14. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there.